What's up, Amazon sellers? Another month approaches, which means another chance to continue smashing and growing my business. In this video today, I'm going to share with you my plans for April 2022 for my Amazon UK business doing arbitrage and wholesale. Stay tuned. Right, if you don't know who I am, my name is Thomas Parkinson, and I've been selling on Amazon now doing online arbitrage for the last 5 years. Now in the UK, I'm a 7-figure Amazon seller, check this out. In the USA, I'm a 6-figure Amazon seller, check this out. Now, hopefully in the near future, I'm going to expand into a new marketplace, and if you're interested to learn how I'm doing it, what I'm learning, and following my journey, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. But enough about me, what are we going to go through today? Well, first things first, number one, I'm going to go through a recap of my plans for March. We'll tell you what we plan to do, and obviously what happened. Number two, I'll talk about my plans for April 2022. Number three, I'll also talk about what other Amazon sellers are doing in April as well, and obviously find that out for you. So let's get started. So first things first, let's give you a recap of my plans for March. So I mentioned previously that I was going to ensure, should we say, a steady flow of stock for my online arbitrage business. Consistency is key in the game. Now, what we've seen time and time again is that there are limited products to buy from suppliers, which has been one of the biggest challenges in the online arbitrage business model. With that being said, having to ensure, or should we say we've had to ensure that we've had the steady flow of stock by looking for different suppliers. Now, what I will say is that for that period and so far, looking for suppliers has been helpful, not only to in my online arbitrage business, but also as now looking at our wholesale business as well. Because while we're looking for suppliers on the online arbitrage side, we're also seeing suppliers fit for our wholesale side, which is what we're looking for, which is why my online arbitrage and wholesale teams are working together when it comes to sourcing for products and suppliers. To put it simply, we find something in arbitrage, it works, and then we go look for a wholesaler and continue, should we say, sourcing the same products. Now, on the other hand, I talked about, should we say, monitoring our prep center with our wholesale business because we just started. And basically, we wanted to monitor the performance of the prep center since we're buying in bulk. And so we wanted to make sure that those items are being, number one, shipped from the prep center off to Amazon and also prepped correctly. Now, an update about this, we haven't encountered any issues at all with our prep center. However, we have seen problems with our suppliers since they're experiencing delays in delivering to our prep center, which is really annoying. For example, one supplier is taking 3 weeks just to even get the product shipped. And for me, I can probably get products on sale and even sold within 3 weeks on the OA business. So the wholesale side taking a little bit longer. Now, with that being said, we are making constant follow-ups with that supplier in order to prevent further delays and obviously factoring that into our equations. Okay, so I'm talking about quickly my updates for March, what happened. How did your March go? Let me know in the comments down below, good or bad. Let me know in the comments down below. Now, this leads me nicely on to my plans in April 2022 for my Amazon UK arbitrage business and obviously wholesale as well. Now, like I said earlier, I started doing Amazon wholesale on Amazon within the UK. And so in this chapter, I'm going to share with you not only my plans for my online arbitrage business, but also the wholesale side, because it's all part of my UK business and obviously what we're doing as a strategy. So first things first, I'll begin with my plans for online arbitrage, which is quite simply to hit 320K in revenue. Nice amount. I like doing 6 figures in a month. Obviously, that's really good. Now, basically, before coming up with this target, we based it on an average amount of purchases and how the team is performing and also market conditions. So to give you some figures, let's say, for example, on average, my team are probably purchasing about 50,000 a week, 200,000 a month. And what we are seeing is that normally we'd be buying something for $10, selling it for 20, or £10 selling for 20. But right now, the market, the conditions obviously aren't very favorable. So that £200,000 spend is probably really going to be making us about 315,000 in revenue. Now, you might be asking why? Well, quite simply, we focus on getting the products purchased and sold quick at the market conditions. So unfortunately, right now, the market is really tough. But that being said, we are looking at new opportunities and new ways of challenging the business to improve what is reasonable and realistic based on the data and obviously previous results. Now, the second thing for us we want to do is hire additional VA. Time and time again, I've seen how much value VAs bring to my Amazon business because I wouldn't be able to, scale to 7 figures on Amazon without their help. Now, that being the case, I'm planning to hire pretty much 1 VA every single month going forward. Hopefully we'll get to the point where we're doing 2 VAs a month. That'd be incredible. Now, that is going to happen continuously, and considering that we've got the money to invest, it also takes about 3 months to train a VA before they start adding value. So we've got to just kind of forecast, plan that in, and make sure obviously that we can have that effect on our business. Now, the interesting thing is obviously we're now looking to hire into the UK business pretty much one VA every single month. April, we're going to probably take on another 9 VAs this year. We've currently got 75 VAs across 3 companies. We might hit 3 figures or over 100 VAs across 3 companies by the end of the year. That's going to be incredible. So obviously certainly building a big team, and hopefully you can see the power of having a great team, and obviously building a team out is super important. Now, the third thing which I want to manage or I want to deal with is, should we say, my high spending. Now, recently we transitioned to Amex, which was our primary, or from Capital on Tap to Amex as our primary card, because if you know about me, I like rewards, and Amex is they have the best reward points. Now, what I had recently was an email from Amex saying that they'd like to offer what's known as a fixed maximum spend threshold for my Amex Platinum card. Why? Because we've been continuously spending over a certain threshold for the month of April or for the month of March. Now, for me, I've had to share some information with them about finances, balance sheet and the P&L, but also as well, I just want to make sure that we still have that cash or that credit facility. To give you an idea, we've probably been spending over 150,000 a week with them, or should they have the limit over that, so it's something just to consider. But I want to make sure that we still have the capital or the debt available, credit available within the business to fund the spending that we want to do, especially going forward with those new VAs. Now, to give you a short answer, what I'm looking at doing is just spreading the spend out more across all the cards rather than pushing on one card too high and obviously causing that card to say, whoa, we've got a lot of debt with this company, let's go into their financials. That's a little bit about, should we say, my plans for OA. Let's move on to my plans of month of April for wholesale. Now, first things first, what I'm going to do is look for new wholesale suppliers. What I'll say is that we have a lot of suppliers already for wholesale, but for us, we believe in looking at for more wholesale suppliers. It's just going to give us a good chance of finding profitable deals and obviously suppliers which are going to work with us to give us good deals and obviously discounts coming up every month that we can see. Now, what I will say is that being said, with the more choice we have, it just becomes a lot easier to find good deals, and obviously we can build up those suppliers and obviously have backup suppliers, which can mean we can have an increased number of ASINs from wholesale, which we can keep replenishing. Now, the second thing we want to move towards, which is a really big goal, is actually making £50,000 worth of purchases per week. That's huge, absolutely huge. That's the same as my OA business. Now, as I said before, we've got lots of suppliers. Also as well, we've got money and we've got the team and we're building out that wholesale business. It's going to be a challenge, but if we can get it, it's going to really help scale my business to the next level. Now, the third one is to hire a deal analysis expert. Now, if you don't know, we've grown the team from 1 VA, which was a purchasing manager, now to 2, and we'll continue to grow that. But also as well, we're looking to, should we say, get a deal analysis expert in there or build out that role, because you might be asking, why do we want a deal analysis expert? Well, like I said in my previous videos, one of the challenges on wholesale is the analyzing of deals. Now, it's slightly different to OA. If anyone's done it, it is a different process, but it's similar. So we want to build out that process or build out that role so that we can now analyze a lot more of the distributors, now analyze a lot more of the deals or offers or the sheets that are being given to us with all those suppliers we're getting, and building out that role and defining it is going to be really key to scaling in the future. Now, with that being said, we're planning to hire this deal analysis expert or create this role to help us, lessen the workload of my purchasing manager in the wholesale business and also minimize delays in purchasing. Simply put, it's going to be a product sourcer who are going to submit the deals to the deal analysis expert. They're going to review them and then finish analyzing the deals and then obviously go to the purchasing manager to make the purchase and to make it faster. Right, so today I'm talking about my plans for April in 2022 for my Amazon UK and wholesale business. Now, the one thing you might pick up on is the OA business. One thing we are seeing is a decline in margins. It's not horrendous, but it's still not perfect. The conditions are changing. Now, for me, if you followed my journey, the one thing you probably saw is that probably about 6 months ago, 10 months ago, we started selling on Amazon USA, and it's been a really good journey. Now, it's been a different challenge, but we're certainly seeing much higher margins over there and obviously a lot more opportunity. It's just a bigger marketplace. Now, the one thing which I say I've done is over the course of that 10 months, and we've scaled to 300,000 US in revenue, is I documented the entire journey of how to build the corporation, building the LLC, getting the EIN number, building up an Amazon account, and also as well focusing on getting it right, getting it set up to now have 2 Amazon selling accounts. I'm risk diversified, but also so I get those rewards of the long-term success of that Amazon business. This year we're planning to hit $1 million in that USA business. Now, if you are interested right now, there's a great offer on, and also as well, this Amazon USA course with an amazing price of just £99. Have a look down below. You can obviously see that, and obviously you can see inside the course and everything about it. So if you're interested in maybe looking at another marketplace, want to get started but don't know how, and want to do it the right way with an LLC, and the reason why I say this is because a lot of suppliers don't accept international payment cards in international businesses. You have to be USA based, otherwise you lose about half of the market, which obviously limits your supply. So building an LLC is super important. Have a look down below, you can see that course. I think you're going to love it, and it's going to help you grow into another marketplace and diversify your risk and help you scale up into another area. Check it out, I think you'll love it. So this leads me nicely on to what are other Amazon sellers doing in April. Now, what we did is we posted the same question in our Facebook group, and we asked our community, what are they planning to work on in our business in April? Now, quite simply, 16 people voted for deals, followed by building a team. That was with 14 votes, and I think that's really, really important. And then also as well, inventory management with 4 votes. Some really important. Some people have like aging stocks they've got to deal with. That's really important. Now, 2 votes came for training, and then everything else obviously there. So in conclusion, most people in our Facebook group who are other Amazon sellers are looking into, just finding deals, sourcing deals, keeping the business going. And I really understand that. But I also like the fact that a lot of people are building a team. And I think that's the most important thing. If you look at my growth, I couldn't do that on my own. I have to build a team. Now, what I will say is thank you to everyone who, participated in that poll question. And if you're interested in joining the Facebook group, of Amazon sellers, then what I'll do is I'll drop a link down below, and obviously you can join that as well. Now, what I will say is after going through my plans for April, you might want to learn about how VAs can help you grow your Amazon business, something which obviously I've benefited from a lot. So what I'll do is I'll drop a video around here called How Virtual Assistants Grow Your Amazon Business. Check that out. I think you're really going to love it. But hopefully you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give me a big thumbs up. And hey, if you want to see more videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. That's myself, Thomas Parkinson, and FastTrackFBA. Thank you very much.